need the whole left side. Every seat by the window, I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too, slide your feet over. Everything by this window, I need this. All these seats. Move over, thank you. Excuse me, thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, colored like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad dropper. 3 shots, lethal weapons, lethal injections throughout your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom trolling steady on the G. Good morning to you. Good morning. Lights up, mics up. How we looking? How are we looking? How do we sound, first of all? First and foremost, this, that, and the third morning show. What we looking like, chat? You know what day it is. It's hump day. How we sounding out there? Everybody good? It's hot. It is hot. It is hot. Gang, I'm just going to be honest. It's making people crazy. Water in my cup. I got ice water in my cup today. Yakovic, what's good? Poison Ivy. Couch potatoes. AKA Rich, Positively Pepper Jones, Ms. Hummus, Gold Ace, Neon in Her Fields, Candy of the Lands, Rocky McGee. It's a lot of people in here already. We getting busy. Like my homeboy from that Rudolph cartoon. He goes, I got to get busy. Black Maine, Journey, Maya, Tiff, Flash Burnt. Tawny? Is that Tawny? Let me see. Tornia LaSalle. I hope I got that right. I love that name. Kames. Oh, Kamisha Smith. I think I got that right. Chief Trey. Chris Mann. Poison Ivy. Bethany. What's good? CNI. Listen. It's a hot day. People losing their minds, gang. I don't know if you know what's going on. It's so much going on, gang. I don't even know where to start, so I'm going to start at the start. Water in my cup. Beautiful Leo. Homebody. Of course. Who else we got? Did I say done deal? Jerry Berry. Okay. The chat is filling out. King Kel. What's good, gang? I don't know if you guys saw my video I put up last night, right? Jack Dan's in the building. I put a video up last night, Smoke with me, and we're going to get to all the stuff that you see in the headlines. There's a lot going on, gang. But I put a video up last night, right? It says OVO Mall is big mad. And he is. And I'm going to get to Beyonce and Jay-Z. There's some nonsense going on in Uganda, gang. Right? But check out my video I posted last night. I posted it up late. But Maul is low-key upset that Kendrick won that BET award for Best Hip-Hop Artist. A lot of people are upset about this for some reason. But when you look at the criteria, BET gave that award out to Kendrick. But he did the most within the period of frame. I believe the time period that the judges were judging on was the time period that Kendrick was low-key handling his business, gang. It was right after the Super Bowl. I believe it's March 15th of 2025 to March 15th of 2026. That shirt coming. All right? That shirt coming. I'm assuming you're talking about the Patreon shirt. Things move a little slow sometimes on this side. It's on the way. Everybody who has ordered the shirt have gotten theirs. Don't you worry. I got you. All right? Aries Heels. So Jupe Jones just said March to March 2025. Now, Maul is big mad. He said that hip hop is in a dangerous place because they keep ignoring everybody else and keep giving it to the quote-unquote legacy acts, meaning Kendrick. So he's mad about Kendrick getting that award, but gang, he did a lot during that time frame. A lot of those songs off GNX were really popping, really, really crazy for a long time in 2025. And he's still doing that tour in 2025. One of the most successful tours of all time of hip-hop, worldwide stadium tour. So as a hip-hop artist, the award wasn't for, people get it confused. They think that it's about albums. They have a separate award for albums. The award was for hip-hop artists. So Kendrick was given hip-hop artists because through March 25 through March 26, Iceman didn't drop till May. I think I said in the video erroneously that it had just dropped in March, but it dropped in May. So that wasn't even up for eligibility, right? I named all the other nominees and what they had done, and it looked crazy. None of them compared. None of them. They had, I think T.I. was nominated, shouldn't have gave it to him, right? Baby King was nominated. He's too fresh and new to get that over Dot. J. Cole was nominated, but he had an awful run of tour of interviews throughout the course of his run of that album release. And he didn't do more than Dot. None of them people did more than Dot, right? Big X the Plug didn't do more than Dot, right? Salute to Too Great for the Jewels. Salute to the Run the Jewels, right? Run the Jewels, appreciate you. But he shouldn't have, none of those people, who else was on there? The Baby, right? What The Baby do? Like, we're not giving that to The Baby over Dot, right? It just make it make sense. Drake was on there, but he hadn't dropped nothing but some Sexy Songs for You, which is supposed to be R&B. And he wasn't on tour. He wasn't really doing much of nothing in 2025, gang, but preparing his album allegedly. So I don't know what the problem is, but they have a lot of videos out there erroneously saying, they call it, one of the guys was calling Kendrick a DEI award. They gave it to him because he's the darkest one. Gang, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. I went down a rabbit hole. Salute to my guy, your boy EQ. He did a video this morning. I went down a rabbit hole, right? And they got some, their excuses are getting so elaborate. The Drake guys, now it's because he's dark-skinned. I can't make it up, gang. I can't make it up. He's a DI hire because they have a psyop that they want to prove that the blackest rapper gets the award, gang. I can't make this stuff up. So now he literally, one of his supporters is literally saying it's because he's dark-skinned. No. Sorry, it's not because he's dark-skinned, gang. It's not because bro literally said they hate light-skinned guys. I can't make this stuff up, gang. I told you it's getting hot. People getting spooky. And a lot of people saying Don Toliver, his thing came out at the very last edge of the whole eligibility. And he didn't do more than that. But this is the narrative they got going on. So go watch my video when you get a chance. Right? And other people, some people, even Glenn, I know a broken clock is right once a day, right? Every now and then an old dog could be right. Even Flacco guys have got a video, it's very concise video saying Drake fans are dumb for saying what they're saying because during the eligibility, Kendrick done way more than everybody on the list. Even Flacco, even you, right? Even Flacco had to come, and he's the biggest Drake. He'll say anything. He'll say up is down if it's for Drake, right? Even Flacco had to come out and say, guys, you look silly at this point. And you guys talking about Isaac Hayes III. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Some of his takes, gang, they be so ridiculous. It's like, bro, are you really dead ass like the stuff you be saying? Like, it's almost like he's like trolling. But he says this stuff. All these Drake takes is always pro Drake. And it's like, I bet you this motherfucker, he'd be like, yo, gang, watch this. Watch what happens when I say this. It's like it's almost on purpose. It's like it's almost on purpose, right? But let me say, what I say, once a day. I said even a broke clock is right once a day. I meant twice a day. Thank you, Mary. She said twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day. It's early, gang. It's early. Quickie sticky. Salute. All right. But I got some stuff to talk about other than that nonsense. I don't know if you guys heard this story, man. This one right here, right? Man, make sure you got some water today. I think today we're going to be one of them heat advisories. I think the rest of the week going to be absolutely crazy. This story right here, though, guys. I don't know if you've heard about this one, but the African president of Uganda demands, he's not asking, he demands that Jay-Z hands over Beyonce. He has 1 week to do so. 1 week. And if he doesn't do it within that week time, Jay-Z got to go to Uganda and fight this guy, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get the news right, because it's early. But he says that he's rich because he has so many I believe he said cattle, longhorn cattle. I'm going to read the article. But he is demanding that Jay-Z fork over the beautiful Beyonce. I mean, everybody who don't want Beyonce, let's just be honest. Right? Who is not in love with Beyonce? But at the same time, you can't just demand. Okay? Let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. He is literally demanding possession of Beyonce. This story is slowly bubbling, right? Jay-Z has a few days left, right? He has a few days left to hand Beyonce over because this guy says it. It's him and his son, actually, right? Him and his son involved. Let me read this article. It's on different sites, but this one is on the Africa TT&T site. I'm sorry, TRT Africa. And American news articles have picked it up too. But I'm going to read it from the source because the source is going to have more information. Why Ugandan president's son wants to marry Beyonce. Now, I know I'm going to butcher this guy's name. You're going to have to bear with me, right? And I do cover African news here and there. I covered Kanye's South American concert that was 100% a scam. And I covered it for about 3 months saying that it was a scam, and it turned out to be a scam. So this is another African story, and I'm going to cover it. Why Ugandan president's son wants to marry Beyonce. So the African people, I get African people on my channel all the time, and they laugh at how I try to pronounce these names. So I'm going to say this in advance. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me, darling. All right, okay. Karian Rugaba boasts he owns thousands of Ankoli cattle and claims Jay-Z is poor. The article is by Kevin Phillips Momani. Momani? Okay, we're going to get there, gang. Just bear with me. So this is a general in Uganda. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. That's what we're going with. Kainerugaba. I'm doing my best. Right? They messed my language up. I don't speak that tongue like I used to. Uganda's chief of defense forces and the son of President Yoweri Museveni has once again grabbed social media headlines, this time by declaring that he wants to marry global music icon Beyonce. He says he wants to marry her, gang. And Jay-Z got to fork her over. It's not even up for debate no more. In a series of posts on X, Kainerugaba said American rapper and businessman Jay-Z should hand over his wife to him. He went even further, saying that if Jay-Z refused, he should travel to Uganda so the two men could fight, with the winner taking the Grammy Award-winning singer. Gang, this is some Game of Thrones stuff. Right? Game of Thrones. He boasted that he owns thousands of Ankoli cattle, arguing that this makes him wealthier than Jay-Z, whom he described as poor because he does not own the long-prized horned breed. Kainerugaba even suggested he was prepared to take the matter to the United Nations. Gang, you got to understand what you're hearing. You got to understand what you're hearing. Homeboy is going to take it to the United Nations. right? He doesn't even have, like, what? So, what's his claim to her? We got to start with that. He's going to walk into the United Nations and demand Beyonce. Beyonce, okay, the Ancoli cattle. We're going to talk about the cattle and everything else. Beyonce and Jay-Z, one of the global entertainment industry's most influential couples, have been married since April 4th, 2008. If my math is math, and they're going on 20 years. It seemed like Beyonce was just patting her belly only a few years ago. Remember she was on MTV Awards and she rubbed her belly and Blue was in there? That don't seem that long ago. Neither has publicly spoken or responded to the comments. For followers of Kainerugaba's social media activity, however, the latest posts are consistent with a pattern that has repeatedly generated headlines well beyond Uganda. In 2022, he caused a stir by claiming Uganda's People Defense Force could capture Nairobi in 2 weeks. The remarks prompted the Ugandan government to distance itself from the statement and issue an apology to Kenya. Later that year, he proposed offering Ancoli cattle as bride price for Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, a suggestion her office swiftly dismissed, saying it should not be taken seriously. So these cattle, right? What's up with these cattle? What's going on? What's up with these cattle, gang? We got to look into these cattle. Y'all worrying about gold. What's up with these cattle, though? I'm saying. Homeboy saying these cattle is worth a lot more than what y'all got going on. All right? So he's gonna take Beyonce. He's gonna take the Italian Prime Minister. These cattle's got a lot going on. In 2025, he declared that trousers are for men, not women, and ordered all female soldiers in Uganda's People's Defense Force, the UPDF, to wear skirts during parades. He also warned that commanders who force women to wear trousers would face severe disciplinary action. His latest remarks involving Beyonce are perhaps among his most extraordinary yet, not because they concern one of the world's most famous entertainers, but because they were made by a serving army chief. Flashburn said, "He is serious. He will attack others for this." Jude Jones said, "The royal penis is clean, Your Highness." That's from, I don't know if you guys know what that's from. That is from Coming to America. Classic. Classic. He just wants to sow his royal oats. I knew I could count on you guys for the jokes. I knew I could count on you guys for the Coming to America jokes, no less. Oh, we woke this morning. We are woke. Homebody said he playing checkers, not chess. How they supposed to pan out? And how Jay-Z gonna go to Africa now? Right? I can't, gang. I can't. Nice and Healthy said that would break the internet. I can't. He said Jay-Z doesn't need it. She can make her own money, period. She's not a man property. Salute to Chris, man. Homebody said, y'all worrying about private jets. Y'all need to get some cattle. Some of that Ancoli cattle is worth more than gold, apparently, because homeboy is like, listen, Jay-Z broke compared to my cattle. He got thousands of cattle. Make sure y'all hydrating today. What is the United Nations going to do when he walks in there with this, right? And imagine this. So this is like Wakanda coming in demanding. It's like Black Panther coming in demanding, I want Beyonce. It's wild. Homebody said he won't even make it past security. How you gonna get to Beyonce? Dude just gonna wait. Dude is going to wait. The tree says she is our queen to be. Y'all ain't going to get me hitting that high note this morning. Y'all ain't going to get me hitting that Coming to America high note this morning. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's too early. Maybe around 12:30. I can hit that queen to be. I'll hit that queen to be note. Around 12:30, 1 o'clock. I can't do this at 8:32 in the morning, gang. It ain't going to happen. She is our queen to be. I want to try it, but I'm not going to do it to you. Yeah, this I'm Coming to America, gang. Let them wait. Can you not see he is speaking with the king? Gang, I can give you 50 Coming to America quotes, gang. Miss Hummus is right. This is so random. It's the most random thing ever. I don't know why I don't feel like he's joking. I think he's dead ass, though. That's the funny part about it. I think he's dead ass serious. I 100% thinks he's dead ass serious. All right. Let me move on, man. I did another video last night. I don't know if you guys know. I did another video yesterday about 50 Cent. I talked about this. 50 Cent is performing at a MAGA club. What club, you may ask? It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. 50 Cent is going to be at Donald Trump Jr.'s MAGA club. All right, there is a lot going on, which you may or may not know. But this America 250 celebration that your president is determined to make happen, right? Trying to make fetch happen. It's still going on. And they're still booking. Remember the celebration that everybody backed out of? Young MC, CNC Music Factory, right? They all got booked for this celebration and they didn't know what it was. Well, I think that thing dwindled down, right, to just Vanilla Ice. And I think it got rained out. Well, they're not done trying to get this thing to pop. And your boy Don Jr. still wants his token guy up there rapping, doing this, that, and the third. So now we come to find out. And I kind of think that they thought this was going to be low-key and kind of under the rug. Donald Trump Jr. has a private club down in Georgetown. Salute to Georgetown, right? Back when I was young, I'm from D.C. And back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, when you were a baller in D.C., when you thought you were balling and you had money, right? Not quite Rayful Edmonds money, but you thought you were making money. When you start getting these pretty girls, you take them down to Georgetown. My brother taught me that. R.I.P. to my brother. And Georgetown was where you thought you were lit when you started making some money. Well, they got real money down there. Real money down in Georgetown. And they got a secret club down there. I believe it's called the Executive Branch. And that's Don Jr.'s secret club, right? Private. $500,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. You got to pay $500,000 a year to be in this club. Well, that's the club that they just booked your boy 50. 50 Cent is going to be performing at that club because they're paying him a lot of money. They haven't disclosed it, but it was supposed to be a private performance. But for the America's 250 celebration, Don Jr. booked 50 Cent to perform for that celebration. And 50 accepted. Now, 50 before said they offered him $3 million to perform. He turned it down. He don't get involved with politics. He don't want to be like Kanye. This was back when Kanye was getting crucified for the red hat and things of that nature. And he was getting restricted to places like Japan and stuff like that because of what he said. Well, them days is long gone because Kanye has since apologized, right? And 50 has realized it ain't really no repercussions now. It ain't really no repercussions like it used to be, right? So now he got booked and he's going to do the show. and we're going to have a conversation. But what's happening is that performance is being exposed. He's not the only person that do it. Allegedly, Busta Rhymes did it. Ja Rule did it. And Timbaland also did it. I think theirs were more private. Right? I think theirs were more private. But the bag is included. And they get to rub shoulders and rub elbows with these very rich men. Right? So, we're going to talk about it. But 50 has been openly MAGA for a while. But he hasn't gone this far. Now, what are these old people going? Remember when Jay-Z came out? He did that show with Tom Brady. And the old people were looking at him like, they were kind of like moving side to side because they don't listen to Jay-Z. That's just looking like going to happen with this 50 Cent thing. Right? Gayle said his apology sucked. It wasn't a real apology. Kanye's apology wasn't real. Somebody wrote that and they put it in the Wall Street Journal, if I'm not mistaken. Which is to reach the people that he wanted to reach, the exact people. Right? Nash Erotic said, wink, wink, rub elbows, wink, wink. Right? So 50 accepted. And for a while, it was a secret. It was a secret, private thing. But now the secret is out. That he is performing at Don Jr.'s nightclub, lavish nightclub. It's a secret location down in Georgetown. Right? Just so you know. And we're going to talk about it. Ebro is pretty, I don't agree with Ebro all the time. But even Ebro this time, even you, right? Ebro is not a fan of this. And neither am I. So we're going to talk about what's going on. Because we're getting people slowly but surely edging over to that side. Because it's very lucrative. We saw Nicki do it. And I thought Nicki would have already kind of reversed stance. Nope, she ain't no, She quadrupling down. She just told Elon Musk, happy birthday and thank you for giving us the gift of free speech. And by way of Twitter, X. So Nicki's all in on that side. 50's heading that way. He's already done some stuff, right? Some questionable stuff as well. So it is what it is. We still can't quite get together on these things of this nature. But I want to read this because I want to talk about Ebro has a point. And like I said, I don't always agree with Ebro, but he has a point this time. Right? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation because Ebro's up in arms about this 50 Cent thing. And I'm at this point, I can't even get up in arms about stuff like this. I'm seeing where it's going. It's a lot of money on the line. These guys really have only shown you they only care about the money. That's all that matters. All right? Ebro calls out 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and Busta Rhymes, and Timbaland for the upcoming MAGA club performance. 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, and Timbaland are about to perform for Donald Trump Jr., and Ebro has some thoughts about it. Ebro is someone who's always made his political leanings clear. That's especially true now that his show at Rosenberg and Styles is independent. He is free to say whatever he wants without any ramifications from the powers that be. Throughout his time on the airwaves, the radio host has been particularly critical of President Donald Trump and the MAGA movement as a whole. Quite frankly, there's a lot to criticize when it comes to the current president and those who surround him. This weekend, July 4th, will mark the 250th anniversary of the United States. To celebrate, Donald Trump Jr. is hosting some musical performances at his private club. 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Busta Rhymes, and Timbaland are all set to perform. On his show, Ebro spoke about how disappointing that is, especially when you consider the kind of crowd John Jr. is going to bring in, right? So he's got a point. It's not really a crowd that's going to be able to appreciate the music. It's going to enforce some stereotypes that they're going to be able to say, see, this is what they do, this is what they talk about. Even though the music is more than just that, and that's only a small percentage of our culture. But it is part of our culture, and we're not going to denounce it and say it's bad all of a sudden. But at the same time, we should be putting it in the right places where it belongs. A room full of old, rich white people that really don't listen to this stuff and can't process and don't understand it, can't contextualize it and put it in the proper boxes that it belongs in. It's not really a good room to have it, right? In my opinion. And a lot of that stuff that they're going to be going into this room to accomplish is to meet new people that are rich and they can somehow advance their portfolios and things of that nature. Kind of smile and wave and make some new friends, right? It's going to be a great business opportunity for people who are about self-preservation and not the full culture. Let me continue. Not only will the crowd not care for hip-hop, but they are also likely to be openly hostile towards it. In Ebro's mind, that should be enough for people like 50 Cent to stay away from the event. On the flip side, Ebro tried to interpret his actions of these artists in a positive light, even if it's almost impossible to do. For instance, he suggested that perhaps the artists are simply there for business connections as opposed to political leanings. Even if this is the case, Ebro still thinks it's whack for these esteemed artists to go there. They are there for both. They're there for the money, and they're there for the connections. Imagine the kind of people you can meet in that room. Just imagine the people, they're paying $500,000 just to be there. So that's pretty much saying, yeah, I can meet some really cool contacts in there. My Rolodex can be full by the end of this meeting. Shaking hands and kissing babies, right? Ebro certainly isn't the only person disappointed with these hip-hop legends. For the most part, fans are just disheartened to see the Trump administration gain legitimacy from hip-hop heavyweights. That's what it is, gang. It's legitimacy. Because you saw what happened when they tried to have the concert. His father tried to have the concert. As soon as the legends started, the legends, Young MC and CNC Music Factory and others, as soon as they started to see what the thing was, they saw that it was political, they started backing out. It delegitimized the event and delegitimized the administration. So when you can double back and say, nah, look, Ja Rule is down. 50 Cent's down. Oh yeah, 50's down with us. This is how you move the needle. Like when they got Snoop to come out in all red of all things to do that inauguration, the crypto ball. And a lot of these rappers, gang, I'm just gonna be honest, they starting to hear crypto as cha-ching. You throw crypto in something, you tell them anything's crypto, they're running over there. And when this room gonna be full of crypto guys, gang, full of them. So 50 not looking at you and he ain't tripping off you. We gonna cancel 50. He like, they ain't canceled me yet. This crypto speaking louder than anything you got going on. Right? So that's that, right? That's where that is. Ebro's on point yet once again. I know I be critical of Ebro. I do be critical of Ebro. And people say, Charles, why do you always they don't like when I'm critical of Ebro? It is what it is. All right? But that's where that is, and we're going to keep it pushing, okay? We're going to keep it pushing. India Irie, I want to talk about India Irie. Because she sparked some real conversation. Real conversation. And this one is going to get spicy. I already know. I already know where this is going to go. But she got spicy about Young Miami's song. Now, gang, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I am not a person listening to Young Miami's song. Okay? I'm not that guy. I didn't know what the words were because I didn't listen to the song. They're saying that her song is the song of the summer. But me, I didn't know the song. I guess I'm not outside. But apparently, I'm going to read what happened. But apparently, India Irie is not impressed And there were a lot of social media influencers or social media. I'm sorry. I want to say, for lack of a better word, there were. I want to play this video. I want to play this video because it's going to say it better than me, right? It's going to say it better than me. But give me a second. What's actually going on is when Young Miami did the BET Awards, they gave her almost an ovation. She almost got an ovation, right? And everybody was excited because her song is kind of popping. They're saying that it's the song of the summer. What I want to do right here, I want to play the video because it's going to do what's going on way more justice than me. Right? Way more justice than me. But this song of the summer conversation is getting serious. And people are starting to question why this song is being considered and why she's getting so much love for this song. Right? So this is from the what's this? The comics. I'm sorry, I gotta get the name of the. This is from Hype. This is from Hype Plus. It's the comedy thing. But they changed the name. They have a second channel. Hype Plus did a video about this. I want you to see this video because India Irie has a point. She has a point, gang. So let me put this on and we're gonna have this conversation.
Glove Hype Plus News. I'm Janaba.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass. It's crazy. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right, as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the up, and when you have sons, come to the internet.
As mentioned on Sunday, BET will air its 2026 BET Awards hosted by Drewski. The night appears to have been appreciated by many viewers, but still has also gained a large amount of critics. Now, one moment in particular is standing out and receiving some backlash, when rapper Young Miami, who during the night by Drewski would be presented as having the song of the summer, Spin That, would take to the stage to help present the BET Her Award. Now, as soon as she would begin to cheer and sing the lyrics to her current hit. For those who don't know, the chorus of the song says, "Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. Boy, going that boy. Boosting bitches where y'all at. Stuffing that shit in y'all bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, go in that Goyard bag. Spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit." Now, for Miami, the moment looked to have felt good, given she would receive a warm reception from the audience and her peers. What may have appeared on several, including former BET Award, realized the praise that Miami is receiving for a song that some are calling toxic to the black community and her having a past relationship with Diddy. A user on Threads would write, "This woman stood by and defended a man accused of rape, human trafficking, revenge porn, assault, attempted murder, and more. We all watched him shit out of a young woman he groomed since she was 17 years old." She wrote a character witness statement on his behalf. She also doubled down on her statement that if her son were gay, she would beat his ass. And what did y'all do? Give her song of the summer. Y'all are the reason we'll never be free. This comment would end up being reshared over 1,500 times. Now, in the reply section is where India Arie will go on to share her issues with the song. As you should know, Arie's music represents what some have labeled neo-soul, which is a genre known for smoother tones with messagings meant to uplift and empower, like her 2006 song, "I'm Not My Hair." For her reply, Arie would go on to say, "I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very, very rude awakening, shaking my head, because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. Now, immediately following her remark, one user would go on to say, "Are you surprised? They still eat McDonald's." And in return, Ari would respond with, "I'm not surprised, I'm disappointed." Now, Ari's criticism of the song being praised wouldn't stop there. While responding to another user, she would further explain her issues. A user on Threads would say, "I'm calling a boycott of Young Miami's song Spin That. I believe it's degrading to our culture. At some point, we have to take seriously the power music has over our perception and the values it reinforces. This can't be the summer." Ari would go on to say, "I spent my entire adult life caring way too much, because I finally learned that not everybody cares with a capital C, and explaining it to them is not gonna make them care. Everything you listen to or eat is going to influence you, so make wise choices, y'all." Now, across pages like TikTok, the song would continue to be called out by other users.
The devil is laughing at us as black people right now. You know how dumb we look? Because he got him a beautiful black influential woman, Young Miami, to make a hit song that's super catchy, that's glorifying scamming, shoplifting, and street life. And people who know better in the culture are too afraid to say something because they don't want to seem like a hater. Then when white people start jamming to her, we not even offended no more. Watch this. We like, oh, she lit, invite her to the barbecue. But she not worried about if her grandkids gonna become scammers or shoplifters or caught up in the streets. That's something we gotta worry about with our kids. Because, of course, we make it cool first.
Okay, my role model was Felicia Rashad. Okay, that's the woman I wanted to be like. I never seen my mom with her tongue out. I never seen my mom sucking dick. I never seen my mom twerking. I never seen my mom outside half naked. I never seen none of that shit. So when y'all get in these comments trying to promote that ghetto ass behavior, get your ghetto ass off my page. The fact with her fucking tongue out lets me know everything that I need to know, and I feel sorry for you. I feel really sorry for you. I said what the thing. All y'all promoting that Carisha song, Spend That shit, y'all are the reason why our community's in fucking shambles. We already know that bitch is low and was trafficking for Diddy. Did y'all fucking forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch? Is crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the up, and when you on me for your sons, don't come to the get up here and promote a Carisha dance, but ain't speak about that little boy getting shot or Carmelo being locked up on love. Y'all irk the shit out of me in this community. I just want to let y'all know that. Y'all ain't shit, but then y'all want the whole community to come together prom and stacks, and something happens to your kids and now you need to go fund me. What happened to that money at prom? Get that ghetto shit away from me. I swear to God I don't want it around.
While many dance and jig to a song that glorifies stealing and everything underneath the sun of what it means to be a so-called hustler, Young Miami makes dollars upon dollars, has her own business, never teaching you to have your own, but encouraging you to not only listen to her songs, but continue to live beneath the very level that you were always meant to rise above. There are so many examples of young parents whose children suffered the consequences of shoplifting and hustling because the parents were discipled by people like Young Miami and the spirit that operate behind them. Most recent and possible subject that of Cohen Wiley, a 1-year-old baby who was now dead because his mother was a suspect of possible shoplifting. You see, people like Young Miami will feed this nonsense to you
because boosting bitches, popping tags, stuffing their bags. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm going to let you know right now that Young Miami song Spin That is absolutely trash. Put it in the trash bag, and everybody else who likes, supports, or listens to it. Because I'm trying to figure out, how does a woman, a beautiful woman at that, with, I think she has 2 boys, making this type of music and not empowering, but oppressing her people?
They're using Miami, and they're using music that's just like this to entice young black youth to go out there and commit crimes.
Now, in regards to some of the backlash she's currently receiving, Miami doesn't appear to want to publicly address it, and instead focusing on her current success. Online commentator and personality Tasha K will share her praise for her fellow Florida native while highlighting Miami moving past several allegations and her time with Diddy. On X, Tasha K would write, "I just love how Young Miami walked out to present the award at BET, and everyone in the room gave her a standing ovation. No one was told to get up and clap for her. It happened organically. Sis got in her bag despite her controversy and put out her music. She allowed the public to vote. No paid bots, views, comments, no drama or beefs, no feel sorry for me, I'm a victim promo, just pure talent, pure dedication, focused and driven. She's a Florida girl for real. Congratulations, Young Miami. This is your moment." Now, Miami herself would go on to catch this message from Tasha K and will respond with, "Thank you." So let's talk about them in the comments below. Does NDRE and other critics of Spin That have a point that music like this can be harmful to a community, or are they overreacting to people just having a good time?
So I told you the video would do way better justice than I would. So as you can see, that is a full account of what Young Miami is under fire for. Salute the hype news, right? Everything is there. I'm gonna let you guys decide for yourself. There was a lot of information there. There was a lot that was discussed. And at this point, it is what it is, okay? So I feel like what we're seeing now is people are starting to speak out about the subject matter. And I guess sometimes we can go a little far, okay? Everybody deserves their voice, right? Everybody deserves their voice. But at some point, we do have to kind of say some things about some things, gang. It is what it is, okay? It's a lot going on. Tiff said Tasha K pay that lawsuit. Listen, it's a lot going on. I am the very last person on earth to try to criticize somebody about lyrics. I'm like, it's hip-hop. All of it, it is what it is. Lil' Kim said some heinous shit, and we can go back even further than that. Millie Jackson said some crazy. So it's a lot going on, gang, right? So I'm going to let you guys have it out in the comments. I see y'all going absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, right? So it is what it is. However you feel is valid. However you feel is valid. Like I said, I haven't even heard the song. I haven't even heard the song, right? So it's really, put it like this. Everybody has a different view of what they want to speak about in hip-hop. And some stuff is going to be super conscious. Some stuff is going to be absolutely low vibrational. And they all are a part of the culture. And ain't really nothing I can take or add about this conversation. I haven't even heard the song. All right? That's that. Now, there's more going on, gang. There's more going on in hip-hop. There's a lot more going on. Right? I don't know if I want to do this Chris Brown story. He got to pay $1 million to a dog attack victim. Somebody told me about this story last night, and I'll probably do a full video on this. I'm going to do a full video on this one because I'm going to be honest, I haven't even processed what he actually said, because I am about to do this right now. I'm going to read it and find out what Lil Wayne actually said himself. Right? Lil Wayne basically came out about verses. Let me read what Ms. Hummus said. Thanks for the super chat, Ms. Hummus. Why aren't male rappers being shamed for the messages they have in their music? Where was this outrage for the song Wet? This is why I said, gang, me personally, I'm not going to be somebody, I'm not going to be having debates about lyrics, because it's a slippery slope. I'm not going to tell you what to write about, what to rap about. It's a slippery slope, gang. Once you start that slope, you got to go down and start naming a whole bunch of other rappers, whole bunch of other songs. So I let people judge for themselves if they want to criticize or not criticize lyrical content. Just gonna be honest. Keep it a buck. I let people express themselves, and then I'll deal with it accordingly on a song by song basis. And if it's something I'm not into, I'm just not gonna listen to it. That's just my energy on lyrical content. Because like I said, everybody got a voice, and everybody, hip-hop is not one thing. It ain't two things. It's a whole bunch of things. It comes from the bottom and it goes to the top. It's in every facet of life, right? So that part. But what I'm about to do, what we're going to do right now is learn together, right? I want to know what Lil Wayne said about this verses, why he won't do a verses. I want to speak on it because I want to know what he said. And there's a video clip. I'm not playing no clips that they getting because I'm not getting another copyright. I got hit with that copyright for the BET Award stuff, and they made me remove a good portion of my video. I tried to play Lauryn Hill's tribute. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of video. I'm not playing nobody clips today. But there is a clip, and I'm going to have this conversation. Why Lil Wayne would never do a versus. Right? Let me read this article, and we're going to have a conversation. This article is on the hotnewhiphop.com website, and it's by Alexander Cole. All right? We're going to figure this out together. Lil Wayne explains why he'd never do a versus. During a conversation with DJ Drama, Wayne offered an explanation why he would never do a versus battle. While his last couple albums have missed the mark, there is no denying that Lil Wayne is one of the greatest rappers ever. Overall, he is responsible for some massive hits and iconic songs. Furthermore, his technical skill makes him among the most proficient rappers to ever pick up a mic. For years, fans have been holding out the hope that he would do a versus battle. There are plenty of elite MCs he could go up against and win. Ever since the creation of versus in 2020, the speculation and anticipation have been endless. However, Wayne has remained on the sidelines. Today, DJ Drama released the entire Gangsta Grillz podcast interview with Wayne, which was conducted back in 2023. During the conversation, the two spoke about whether or not Wayne would do a versus. Wayne was quick to say no and offered an interesting reason. Quote, "If I'm competing against whoever I'm competing against, I will embarrass you," Lil Wayne said. Simply put, he doesn't think anyone can beat him. He's just not something that would be entertaining for him. The problem is that Wayne could go up against another mainstream superstar who is probably just unlikely to accept. Names like Eminem, Drake, Kendrick, 50 Cent, and Jay-Z come to mind. While these would be epic matchups, it would be difficult to get the logistics right. Pretty much he said, whoever I'm competing against, right? I'm pulling up the thing it's on X. His catalog is just too much. I will embarrass you, and there's really not no reasons for me to do it. So pretty much Wayne is saying there's no one that can, same thing Jay-Z said, and you guys went nuts. Jay-Z said no one can stand on that stage with me, right? He said pretty much for that 20 songs, there is no one on earth, even my B-sides. Jay-Z said no one can even compete with his B-sides, let alone his real records. So Wayne is pretty much saying the same thing. He will embarrass anyone, right? Salute to the super chat. Beautiful Leo said, talking about Carisha. Beautiful Leo said, same people who are criticizing Young Miami are still popping it to Fist Brown, which is Chris Brown. So like I said, it's a slippery slope. We can go all over the place with that conversation. Thank you for the super chat. Beautiful Leo. I hope I didn't miss no other super chats, right? But we just saw T.I. say, after he couldn't secure his verses with 50 Cent, that verses now is poor people activity. So we all over the place with how much verses means. T.I. did clean it up and say, when he said that it was poor people activity, right, sounding mad salty, he tried to clean it up and say, oh, no, I really meant, he came back and doubled back and said, I meant that me arguing back and forth on Twitter about verses is poor people's activity. Right? We got some comments. Wayne is terrible on stage. Versus is a live performance too. Very important, because you can't just win versus with your records. We saw Dipset fail badly just trying to think their records were going to win. You actually got to perform, right? You got to perform. And Nash Moronic is right. T.I. has had a whole tantrum. T.I. had a whole tantrum. His whole family got involved. They had a 2-week run of cooking 50 Cent, only for T.I. to come back now and say he ain't interested in verses. He's moved beyond it. He's too old. He's 45. Ain't no money in verses. It's broke people activity. This is what T.I. now is saying. Right? A couple months later, after he went on a whole worldwide rampage. Right? Bing says, why do people keep making verses like instead of a celebration into this wild competition? That's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a celebration. I don't know how I got into a competition, but that's what we do. Right? I don't think it started that way in the pandemic. No, it's supposed to be, you got a great catalog, I got a great catalog. Let's celebrate our music together, but we're going to call it verses and see what the people think. That's what Timbaland and Swizz Beatz initially wanted to do with it. Right? So that's it. Lil Wayne is saying he will embarrass anybody in verses, so he's not going to do it. Most of these guys would never do it anyway, so they have these hyperbolic takes where they're slaughtering somebody, slaughtering some lamb who can't keep up with the catalog. The catalog is too big for you and even you, right? So most of these guys get asked this question and they just throw out an answer, but it's like, as an artist, you're supposed to feel like you're bigger than the culture, you're bigger than the program. You're too big bone and brolic for anybody to step to you, right? How J. Cole said, I'm supposed to say I'm the best, even though J. Cole admittedly says he don't believe it. It's a persona, it's the weirdest shit out. Any MC is supposed to believe that. But you got to be able to prove it. And I don't think this version of Wayne right now, I think there are a lot of lesser artists right now that have no chance against his catalog will get on that stage and eat Wayne because they can perform better than him right now. Salute to Jen Jen. Thank you for the jewels. Run the jewels. Thank you, Jen Jen, for the jewels. Hope I didn't miss nobody else with the jewels. I love how it brings those colorful characters. It brings a nice, beautiful vibe to the chat. Sunshine, right? Miss Hummins said, even you, right? It is what it is. Gang, listen, I had a good time this morning. I appreciate you guys tuning in as usual. I got to do this one. I got to send you over to my guys. black-yeti.com. They ship all over the continental U.S., right? Head on over there. Let them know who sent you. All right. Good guy over there. Papoose versus Remy Ma, the next verses. I 100%. I think it would be too quick, too short. I don't think they got 20 records between them, right? They got 20 records, but I don't think people want to see them do 20 records each. That would be the shortest verses in history. And it probably would devolve into name calling and mudslinging. And the comment section would be absolutely atrocious. That Pap side versus that Remy side wouldn't even be about the music no more. Right? It is what it is, gang. So, head on over to Black-Yeti. Also, Wednesday nights we go live on the What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. We got a lot going on with that, right? I got a Patreon. Head over to my Patreon. You can join for free $99, but I do stuff exclusively for members. I just did a video about my recording processes, this, that, and the third, right? Also, what else going on? We got an album called The What Project, me, TJ, and Fliz. We got a video called Peanut Butter Tims, all right? After the video's done, I have a, head down into my affiliate links, right? I got Temu down there. I still got the Temu link. If you shop Temu, use my link, okay? And that's about it. I'm going to come back with some videos today. I got a lot to discuss, all right? Actually, I'm going to be very busy today, so I won't even get to no videos till later. I got to run to Boston and do a couple things. It is what it is. But I will get some videos done today. Don't worry about that. And I will see you guys live tomorrow on another edition of This, That, and the Third. Okay? I'm going to get out of here. Let me see what else going on. You guys talking about Chris Brown is bipolar. I don't know what y'all got going on in the chat. But thank you guys for being here. And I am going to 100% catch you guys on that flip side. Peace.
I need the whole left side. Every seat by the window. I need the whole back of the bus. Everybody, move over. You too. Slide your feet over. Everything by this window. I need this. All these seats. Move over. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Look. He deserve an EGOT, he hot, color like a peacock. Idiot, slapper, scrapper, mad rapper, D-dot. Bad dopper, clapper, bad rapper. 3 shots, lethal weapons, lethal injections through off your T-top. JFK smiling down through the treetops. Like hold your head, my nigga, wait for the beat drop. Old niggas wagging fingers like it's bebop. Cowboys and girls whistling world like it's teapots. My pen to make your arm heavy G-shot. While your mom